Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another reading vlog where I'm gonna be reading The Bands of Mourning. So The Bands of Mourning is the third book in the Era 2 of the Mistborn series and the sixth overall book in the Mistborn series, which is a fantasy series that is part of a bigger fantasy universe. And I have reading vlogs for all of the books before this one, like in Era 1 and in Era 2, and I will link them in the description if you want to check those out before you watch this one, and I will also link the playlist up there. And I just want to say that there are definitely spoilers in this reading vlog, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so I am on page 143 of Bands of Mourning, and this book starts off with a prologue where Wax is 16, and then we move forward to, the present, and it's time for Wax and Steris's wedding, and, they are about to get married when something goes wrong because there was a sabotage and there is a flood on their wedding, and then we learned that it was Wayne who caused that, and he was talking to Marcy and he was telling Marcy that he thought she would be happy, she would be thankful, but she told him that she had moved on, and he was like, moved on? Is that something you can do? And so that happened, and then Malin and another Chandra called Vandal, I think, they talk to the others and they tell them about there is someone, or there might be someone that has found a way to give people ferrochemical or elementic powers, and in order to do that, that person would have to be a Mistborn and a full ferrochemist, which is very, very, very unlikely. And then they talk about the Bands of Mourning, which used to belong to the Lord Ruler in the first trilogy, and that could give someone the ability to give someone those powers. And there is a Chandra that found something in another city, but he lost one of his spies. Well, he was attacked, and I'm guessing someone took one of his spies, and so he can't really remember what happened, but he found something, and it might have been the Bands of Mourning. And there is also a photo that of where he was attacked, and there is a woman on the photo that is Wax's sister. And then so they're all on the train to go to that city, and there is an attack, a robbery, and then there is a huge super fun fight scene, and that is pretty much where I'm at. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really liking to see all the connections to Era 1 and also to the two previous books, and I'm already invested, and honestly, I might not hate Wax and Steris together. Wax and Marcy, definitely not. Wax and Steris, maybe. But yeah, I'm invested, I'm curious, I'm excited, I'm having a really good time so far, and I'm gonna read another third and get back to you. Okay, so I am on page 297, which is this much in, And after they get to the city where they were going, some of them go to a party, some of them being Wax, Steris, and Malon. And there's like a party in every book, and they're all chaotic. So as soon as I knew that they were going to a party, I was excited because everything always goes wrong at the parties. There's always like fight scenes and everything. So I was immediately excited. And they're basically trying to figure out who they're even looking for. And at the same time, Marcy and Wayne are trying to find the spike or information about the spike. And they do get information because like Wayne does one of his iconic impressions. He makes like an impression of death, and that was so funny. And they do get like information. And then Wax, he finds and fights his uncle. And then they also found like another device that they find out that it doesn't like grant people powers, but it amplifies the powers that a person already has. And that gives them even more proof that Wax's uncle has like some magical objects and things that have to do with the powers. And then after that whole thing, another day, they're exploring like a boat. And I think it's Marcy and Malon who finds a man like in a cage, and like they free him, and now they're like taking him with them. And at the same time, they find the metal spike that they were looking for. And at the same time, Wax finds and frees his sister. And now they're like on the run, and that's where I'm at. And I'm really, really liking it. And seeing all the characters, including Steris, finally working together is so fun. Also, Wayne and Malon are a thing now, and I was not expecting that, but I kind of like that because they're both like absolutely iconic and they're so funny, and like it works. Weirdly, like it works. And yeah, I'm having so much fun. I'm super invested. I'm loving the action. I am having a great time with this book. I am on the edge of my seat, especially like now where I stopped. It was kind of like in the middle of the action. So like I can wait to get back into it, and yeah, I'm gonna read the rest of it and I will be back. Okay, so I have finished the book, and I think I mentioned when I last updated that I had stopped like in the middle of the action. So this last third definitely starts with action, and the guy that they had rescued, I think his name is Alec, could be wrong. He helps them like escape, and then he's telling them about something that could be, or they assume is, the bands of mourning. And so they decide to go to the place where he says that it should be. And so they get there, but Wax's uncle and his people, they also get there. And Wax's uncle, like, he goes to them because he says he wants to negotiate with Wax. And he says that, like, he wants to open the door that leads to the thing together. And so they do open the door together, but the place is empty. There are like no vents, there's like no anything. So they just assume that someone like got to that place before they could. And then Wax realizes that his sister was actually not a prisoner. She is part of their uncle's group, and she's like actually higher up than the uncle. Like she recruited him. And so there is like a huge fight among everyone, and a lot of people get hurt, and Wax is like dying. And I was like, is this author gonna kill the main character again? And well, Wax, like, he does die, but I mean, like, he dies, and then he speaks to Harmony while he is like dead. But then Marcy, she realizes that the bands of mourning, like, they have been melted and forged into something else, and so like she finds that something else, and she uses the power of the bands to get to Wax, and then she also uses that power to kind of like bring him back to life. So Wax is not dead, and so Wax then like fights his uncle and like knocks him out to take him as a prisoner, but his sister tells him she manages to escape. And then like after his uncle is, you know, a prisoner, he is actually killed by some, like once they're back home basically in their city, he is killed by someone that works for the same person he works for. And Wax and Steris get married. Like he suddenly is like, let's get married now, and she's like, yeah, let's do that. So they just get married. And then I think the very last thing that happened was that Wax, like he got access to someone's memory, and that someone was the leader of like the people of the South, like the people, like Alex, if his name is Alec, like his people. He gets the memories of the leader of those people, and, or like the old leader. And that is how it ended, and let's go into my final thoughts. So starting off with the characters, I think I already said that I really loved to see all of the characters working together. Like it was so cool because it was throughout the entire book, and I absolutely loved that. And then Wax, he's still such a cool main character to follow. He's still an absolute icon, and he was also really cool to see him, and Marcy, but especially him, using the power of the Bands of Mourning. And then Steris is also like such an interesting character, and I don't hate them together at all. Like I don't love them, I don't care that much about them, but I don't hate them. And then Wayne, he's still my favorite character. He's an absolute icon. He's so funny, he's everything. And Melan, she's also such an icon, and like the two of them together, unexpected but so fun as well. And Marcy, like I still just find her okay. I don't love her still, and I still don't know why. Like objectively, she's a really cool and iconic character, just like the others, but I don't know why I just don't love her. I definitely like her, but I don't love her. And yeah, I love the plot. I was invested the whole time. I love the action, and especially the last like 150 pages. I was on the edge of my seat. I was stressed. I was feeling all the feelings, and like especially when Wax died, I was like, this is not happening to me again. But yeah, I really, really love this, and I am so excited for the next and last book. And yeah, I absolutely love it, but I didn't get like the 5-star feeling, so I'm gonna give this one 4.5 stars. And so yeah, that is everything for this video. I really hope that you have enjoyed it, and if you did, give it a like and subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!